minute, will you?
Why?
I want to talk to you.
What about?
Regional squad training.
Eh?
I've been selected. I got a letter this morning from the LTA. Means the powers that be are starting to notice me.
Congratulations.
Hold on. I didn't come to gloat. I'm telling you because you ought to get on it too. It's a chance to meet all the right people.
What's it cost?
Nothing. Spend a week down at Bisham Abbey. That's near Marlow. All expenses are paid.
A week off school? The headmaster wouldn't wear that. Neither would my old man.
It's worth a try, isn't it? If you can get your name on the regional squad list, it's show them both you're really getting somewhere.
So what do I have to do?
You have to be recommended by your coach.
Forget it.
Look, I know you and Frank have had a row, but without him, you'll be missing out on this. It's important. So if I were you, I'd eat a bit of humble pie.
Hello, Barry. Come in. Cup of coffee? Still hot?
Yeah. So?
Shouldn't you be at school?
I'm on my way. Just wanted to get something off my chest.
Let's have it then.
Last week, when I lost my rag, walked out on you. I was out of order. Behaved like a right idiot.
True. But it was partly my fault. I shouldn't have hit you when you were down.
Talks a lot of sense, though. And I see that now.
I'll tell you why I did it, Barry. A couple of years ago, I took on another kid. Someone very like you, with the same potential, same win-at-all-costs mentality.
What happened?
He was a young villain, with a police record for shoplifting. When they caught him nicking money from the changing rooms at the club, they prosecuted and he was sent to Borstal.
So?
My wife blamed me, said I was partly responsible.
Why?
Because I introduced him to an environment where temptation was put in his way and I didn't make sure he resisted it.
It wasn't down to you. What about his old man?
His old man was a villain too. So he got no moral guidance at home and I didn't think I had the right to interfere. Poor kid had no chance.
You reckon I could go the same way?
I'm not saying you're a potential villain, Barry, but you could ruin your career in other ways.
And that's why you gave me that right rollicking?
Yeah. I know now it's impossible not to concern myself with my pupils' private lives because problems off the court often lead to problems on it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came back, even though I can guess the reason.
Eh?
Wouldn't have anything to do with regional squad training, would it?
How'd you know?
The LTA sent out their invitations yesterday. I wondered how long it'd be before you got to hear about them.
So how about getting me on the list?
You're already on it.
Well, how come I didn't get an invitation then?
Because when I submitted your name, I didn't give them your address. So they sent the invitation to me.
You mean, if I hadn't come crawling back, you'd never let me know?
That's right.
You scheming...
I didn't think I got through to you last week, so if you hadn't come back, I was going to withdraw your name.
Lucky I did then, weren't it?
Lucky for both of us. I must admit, I was getting worried.
There's just two little problems.
What?
I've broke my racket, and I'll have to work on my old man.
A week off school? Oh, don't be daft. Frank will never make that up.
So I will, Dad. I promise.
Yeah, but I can't ask the headmaster to give you that amount of time off. He's already written to me about this tennis lock.
Oh? What did he say?
Oh, something about Barry being a natural athlete. Hang on, I've got it here, I think. Yeah, here it is, look. Dim's degrees, blah, 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 blah. It is a great disappointment to us that he is elected not to put his talent at our disposal. Refused to play cricket. I'm sure you'll agree that team sports are so much more beneficial to a boy's development than an individual game like tennis.
Load of rubbish.
Yeah, maybe. But you made yourself pretty unpopular at school, Barry. And if you was to take a week off now to play tennis, they'd really have it in for you.
They obviously don't realise what it means.
Hmm?
To be selected for regional training. School should be proud of him, not trying to put obstacles in his way.
Yeah. What goes on at this place, then?
Bisham Abbey. He'll get some intensive coaching and he'll be assessed at national level. It's the break we've been waiting for.
Yeah, a break from his schoolwork and all. The headmaster will go spare.
If he don't let me off, I'll go spare. Talk to him, Dad, please.
You willing to take the fall out, are you?
Yeah.
All right. I'll give him a bell.
Sports council, eh? What else goes on here?
You name it. Football, table tennis, squash, even dancing.
Dancing? That's not proper sport.
You have to be fit, though. Fitter than most athletes. Names, please. Lucy Roberts.
Barry Greaves.
Right, well, if you'd all like to come with me, I'll show you to your rooms.
Rooms? You mean we're not sharing?
Shut up, Barry.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the bad loser.
What do you want?
Saw your name on the list, so I thought I'd drop in and say hello.
Well, you said it. Now shove off.
That's not very nice, is it? We're going to be living next door to each other for a whole week, so we might as well try and get on.
We'll get on fine. If you keep out of my way.
Big Chief Greaves not prepared to smoke peace pipe, eh? What a shame.
You call me out of my match check when I'll never forget that.
Like I said, a bad loser.
If we'd had an umpire, you wouldn't have had a prayer.
Cocky little brat, aren't you? And that's the thanks I get for going easy on you. Well, the next time we meet, you better watch out. Because I'm going to give you a real spanking.
Right, everyone here? Okay. Welcome to Bisham Abbey. For those of you who don't know us, I'm Peter Hastings and this is Sally Brewster. We're in charge of your training programs, so if you have any problems, come to us. Okay? But if you think you're onto a cushy number here, you're in for a nasty shock. This isn't a holiday camp. You'll be working your socks off for 6 hours a day, so if any of you have been neglecting your stamina training lately, you're going to wish you hadn't. One other thing. Don't start believing your little tin gods and goddesses just because you've been selected for this course. In terms of world tennis, you're standing on the bottom rung of the ladder. The lowest of the low, right? And even that may be too high for some of you. So there's nothing to get big-headed about. Any questions? Okay. We start tomorrow at 9 o'clock here. Cheer up. Only 5 hours, 40 minutes to go. Okay, on your feet. Right, I'm going to split you into fours for the rest of the morning session. Chetwin, Greaves, Riley and Francis next court. The other 4 stay here.
Right. For the first exercise, I want you to play singles with each other, diagonally across the court. 21 points with the same girl serving, then 21 the other way. If the ball lands the wrong side of the centre line, it's out. So, with only half the court to play with, it's vital that the server gain and hold the net position, and equally vital for the receiver to keep her away from it. Go.
Sorry, old son.
Okay, Barry?
Yeah, just about.
Okay.
Dangerous game, tennis.
Yeah.
If you'd have played like Dad in the county under 16s, you'd have thrashed me.
Well, it's easier when...
When what?
Well, when Mother isn't watching.
At least she cares. It's more than mine does.
Cut the talk, girls. Get on with it.
Oh! Sorry, old son. Dangerous game, tennis.
You okay?
Oh, Lid.
Come here, Barry. If you ever do that again, you're on the next bus home. Understand?
He did it to me.
That was an accident.
Leave it out. He was aiming straight at me.
Listen, you're here to learn, not start a war. I don't have time to teach young tearaways how to behave.
I'm not a tearaway.
Then don't act like one. Just concentrate on your tennis, okay?
Something wrong, Barry?
Why?
You're so quiet. Not shattered already, are you?
Do me a favour.
Pass the salt, would you, old son? Thanks, Lucy. Your mate didn't seem to understand. Perhaps he calls it the cruet.
And perhaps you'd like a face full of knuckles.
Not now, thanks. I'm eating.
After dinner, then?
Dinner? Don't you mean lunch?
Barry! What's the matter with you?
I'm afraid he's got the touch of the sulks. I accidentally hit him with a volley this morning, and I don't think he's forgiven me.
You boys are so stupid.
Not all of us. He deliberately hit me, but I'm not sulking.
I'd like to smash his face in.
Forget it, Barry. Just ignore him.
How can I? We've spent 6 hours a day together.
Just don't cause any aggro. They're not just watching how we play, it's how we behave as people too. And if they decide that you're a troublemaker, you won't get invited back. Just relax, enjoy yourself.
Enjoy myself. Here.
Yes, I'm enjoying every minute of it.
I'm down the line! On the line! You didn't touch the line with your palm of your hand! Palm on it! You're not touching the palm of your hand! Now, beat her, beat her! Go, jump! Come out! Down, this, release, and 1! Punch! 2!
old ball.
Rubbish, I had it covered.
It was my forehand. I could have put it away easy.
No, Barry. Even if you reached it, you couldn't have put it away. It would have taken you too far out of position. They could have passed you down your backhand.
He couldn't have put it away either.
Maybe not, but you both have been in your correct positions. The important thing with a good return like that is to keep the ball in play and cover the net. That way, you still have the advantage.
Quick as you can now. Right, 50 serves each, and I'm going to count how many boxes you hit. Off you go.
I warned you, Barry. This is no place for tearaways. Don't pack your bag.
It's a maniac.
Please, Mr. Hastings, give him another chance.
I gave him another chance and he blew it.
But this week's so important to him. And I'm sure he's willing to apologise.
It's too late, Lucy. We can't afford disruptive influences here, and I'm not interested in kids who'd rather have a punch-up than play tennis.
But Barry's not like that.
Come on, let's play tennis.
Barry, quick, go and tell him you're sorry.
I'm not. He had it coming.
But you can't just let him send you home. It'd be the end of everything you've worked for. Promise him you won't make any more trouble.
I can't promise that. Because if he did it again, I'd hang another one on him.
Sir Edward was taken to see some massive joint ventures between Hong Kong and China. Huge hotel projects due...
Didn't think you was due back till Saturday.
I wasn't.
What? They run out of money or something?
I got sent home.
You what?
Wasn't down to me, Dad. There was this bloke. The one who called me out of my county under 16.
Not down to you, then how come you got sent home?
Because I thumped him.
Why?
He served straight into me back, that's why.
Well, did they give him his marching orders too?
No, they thought it was an accident, see? Only I knew different.
You're the one who ought to get a thumping, Barry. I go crawling the headmaster to give you a week off school and you're back after 24 hours. What am I going to tell him?
Don't tell him nothing.
Eh?
If I stayed away the rest of the week, I could pretend I'd finished the course.
You're a disgrace, that's what you are. A bleeding disgrace.
Bad it in for me right from the beginning, Dad. I didn't stand a chance.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. If you step out of your own class, you're asking for trouble. Now, who's that?
Well, Mr. Greaves, Barry in.
Oh, yeah, Frank. I think you'd better come in.
Thank you. Well, what have you got to say for yourself?
How'd you find out?
Peter Hastings rang me.
It was that Chetwin. He kept needling me. I just couldn't help myself.
Bleeding snobs. That kid he thumped. I bet he had it coming to him.
Taught you a lesson, has it? About self-control?
Yeah.
Good. Because things aren't quite as bad as you think.
Eh?
I told Peter Hastings there were special circumstances which might explain, if not excuse, your behavior. He knows all about Chetwin and he agrees he might have been a bit hasty. So, if you promise not to cause any more trouble, he's willing to let you go back and finish the course.
Go back and face all them kids? I couldn't. I just couldn't.
You'd rather face them at school?
I could keep my head down till Monday. Work out at the club. Kids from school don't go there.
That's up to your father.
Well, Dad,
Well, if we went back to school now, we'd both like a couple of twits, wouldn't we? But if the headmaster finds out, I don't know nothing about it, all right?
Greaves? I'm afraid we've cancelled your membership.
eh?
We heard what happened at Bisham Abbey, and we're not prepared to give free places to young hooligans.
Now, hold on a minute, Major.
I told you when Frank Abbott first brought you to me. In return for our patronage, we expect you to behave yourself and not to bring discredit on the club.
But they're willing to take me back.
Well, we're not. I'm sorry, but you're no longer welcome here.